Hi guys, if you are not aware, on the 20th of July 2022, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority actually suspended the air transport license and the air operator certificate of Dana Airlines indefinitely. Dana Airlines, for those of you who are not aware, is a domestic airline based in Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Nigeria. The airline is owned by a Nigerian conglomerate called the Dana Group. And they basically operate scheduled domestic flights and also executive charter flights. In today's video, I'm going to dive into what exactly happened for the NCAA to actually suspend Dana's license, what the impact is for travelers that have bought tickets with Dana, and also some interesting insights from industry leaders that I know you guys want to hear about. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. If it's your first time here, my name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle content creator, really creating to help Africans navigate travel better and smarter. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join this incredible family. So click subscribe and join us. So, let me be honest with you guys, when I first heard this news about Dana being suspended, I was not shocked. If you guys have been OGs here and you've been on my channel for a long time, you remember that there was an airline that threatened to sue me, right, for creating a very honest and fair flight review. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm actually put up a post, if I can see the messages they sent me, I'll put it up there for you. But I'll link the videos that I did on Dana in the description box below and up there if you want to check it out. Like, the truth is, in general, I, for one, I am not skeptical, or a little bit skeptical about traveling on local flights to Nigeria. And the reason why I am so is because, honestly, I don't believe that there are checks and balances being done on these aircraft in general, right? And not only in the airline industry, I think in many industries in Nigeria, because let's be honest, like, you guys, am I telling the truth or not? We don't have a maintenance culture in our country. Even in our homes, like, people don't like maintain their, it's like you buy a new car and you just run down the car. You don't even care about like fixing it, you know, like oiling it, doing all until it breaks down. And I feel like a lot of people take those attitude into businesses. And the reason why I even say that for airlines is because, you know, I've had experiences whereby I have flown on planes whereby the seats and the armrest look so tattered and broken down, and they sold that seat for someone to sit on. Like, if you can do that, how are you treating the engine of a plane? Like, am I the only one that thinks like this? Like, let me know in the comment section below. So let's move on and actually talk about this specific news of what happened with Dana and why the NCAA decided to suspend their license. So I'm reading an article from Sahara Reporters, and the headline is, Nigerian government suspends Dana Air operations indefinitely after emergency landing of airline's plane. The suspension order has since been communicated to the management of Dana Air. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has suspended indefinitely the air transport license and air operator certificate of Dana Air. This was announced in a statement released by the NCAA Director General Captain Musa Nuru on Wednesday, stating that the suspension of operations of the airline would take effect from midnight on Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. So from midnight Wednesday, they can't fly anymore. He disclosed that the suspension order has since been communicated to the management of Dana Air. The suspension was made pursuant to section, okay, there's some things that, you know, acts, you quote some acts in there. Captain Nuru explained that the decision came after a financial and economic health audit was carried out on the airline by the authority, and the findings of an investigation conducted on the airline's flight operations recently, which revealed that Dana Airlines was no longer in a position to meet its financial obligation and to conduct safe flight operations. Let's step back a second here, right? They said that they conducted a financial economic health audit. Okay, bear in mind that the day prior, on the 19th of July 2022, Dana actually had to make an emergency landing, right? And so I don't know if that is what sped up the audit, or they've been auditing them for a while already, but essentially two key things. They're saying that the airline cannot meet its financial obligations. So maybe it basically cannot pay its debtors, creditors? Yeah. It can't pay the people they owe, right? And they can no longer conduct safe flight operations, which means that there's something technically, I think, wrong with their processes or their planes or something, that they're not safe. That is huge. I feel like for the government to be coming out and mentioning that, safe, like safety is something that is so touchy, that for them to say that, it must be a big deal. Because I personally used to feel that the government always supports Nigerian businesses, airlines, they're protected. But for them to come out and say this, it means that it's gone too far. What do you guys think? The article then goes on to say, the NCAA acknowledges the negative effect this preemptive decision will have on the airline's passengers and the traveling public, and seeks their understanding, as the safety of flight operations takes priority over all considerations, the statement added. I completely agree. Sahara reporters on Tuesday reported that Dana Air said that its Boeing 737 aircraft with registration number 5NDNA made an emergency landing on approaching Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja after one of its engines developed a fault. The airline stated this in a statement posted on its Twitter handle at Dana Air. According to the statement, the incident happened at 2:52 p.m. on Tuesday with 100 passengers on board safely disembarked. So there was no fatalities, thank goodness. We thank God for that. So it even ends saying the pilots in command briefed the passengers on the incident and landed this aircraft safely at the Abuja International Airport at about 2:52 p.m. So basically, they're saying that they actually briefed the passengers that they're going to make an emergency landing, that they knew there was something wrong, and they did something to act right away, which I guess is good. Yeah, so guys, that is... For one, I am very happy there were no fatalities, everything was smooth, but I'm much more happier that I feel like the Nigerian government is actually stepping in to, you know what, they've suspended them indefinitely. I hope they're not going to wake up next week and say, oh, they are fine to operate again. And if they do that, they need to give all of us, the public, a report of what the issues were, what has been done to rectify the issues, and why they feel confident to let them fly again. Because sometimes, it's our government. We can't be saying we're happy with them too much, because they'll just fall out of hand later on. So I'm just waiting to see how things go. So to the next part of my video, I want to share with you some of industry insights with regard to what happened, right, with Dana Air. So the CEO of wakanow, which is a website whereby you can book international and local flights. It's really popular for people booking local flights in Nigeria and also international flights. He actually shared on his Instagram page an update, and I think it's really interesting. First of all, he states, important update. This is to inform you that Dana Airlines operations has been suspended by the NCAA indefinitely, effective immediately, while we wait a statement from Dana Air regarding a contingency plan for affected passengers with unused tickets. We at wakanow want to proactively provide an immediate alternative to our customers. All impacted wakanow customers with unused Dana Airline tickets for travel from the 21st of July 2022 and beyond will be offered a voucher to rebook any local airline of their choice for the value paid for their Dana tickets. In urgent cases, send an email to urgent@wakanow.com and your case will be resolved in a timely manner. Please be rest assured that we at wakanow will take care of all the affected customers. Sign management. First of all, I absolutely love that wakanow, the CEO, is taking a very proactive, measure, which is something we don't see much, right, in Nigeria. A lot of people just be waiting for Dana Air to pay up. Who knows when they will pay? So if you've booked via wakanow, essentially you're lucky, because they're going to expedite your alternatives, right? But this is the interesting part, guys, that I want to share with you, that the CEO of wakanow shared, right? And I think for him to share this, it shows frustration as a business person running a business in Nigeria, right? He said this: I heard rumors of this happening, this is the suspension, and I drove to the Dana office on Tuesday. Their responsible manager and marketing manager assured me that they have no issues. They were confident that there was no shutdown. The responsible manager told me I am the liaison with the NCAA. Nothing happens without me knowing, and there is a notice period. Essentially, he's saying that he went there, they told him that all was good, that even if there's nothing that's gonna happen, right? He then goes on to say, I believe them, and left. Then I saw a notice, the notice of them being shutting down hours after. Let me also say, a week before, their management begged wakanow for a huge deposit of over 100 million naira, saying that it will help with the continued operations and help drive customer demand. Once I hear customers winning, I am all in. Then they lied to my face and became untrusted partners. Can you imagine this? So from what I'm reading here, I don't know if wakanow gave the 100 million deposit, but it looks like obviously the CEO is not happy. Some issues are beyond our control, but we don't need to lie to our partners or customers. We need to be upright and say the truth no matter how difficult it is. Everyone keeps blaming government, but business folks do worse things to customers without remorse. We will pay all customers back immediately because that is the right thing to do, irrespective of the cost, while we aggressively engage Dana Air for these funds because they did not provide the service. Oh, so definitely they paid the money. Oh, I guess it's saying here that they didn't provide the service for the customer, so they didn't get the money back. It's a shame, honestly, that this is how business is done in Nigeria. Buy your lion. That's the CEO signing off. Guys, can you imagine? And I think this is one thing that I always tell people, lead with credibility, lead with trust. Like, people will understand if you come out and say, this is what's going on. But when you try to just smuggle your way out, you end up burning bridges. Like, imagine a CEO of a company like wakanow having to come online to say this, right? Imagine the level of frustration that has been built up. Like, we need to do better. And I really hope the NCAA and other sort of governing bodies for different sort of industries and businesses in Nigeria begin to start dealing with businesses and companies, because customers are suffering and it's just not right. I think the impression the world has of us is something we battle every day, right? But the impression we have of ourselves is even worse, right? We need to do better. You know, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but it is very, very sad that, you know, especially for this CEO, for this to have happened to him, and to think that even on that level, people are going through stuff. Talk us about on the base level, you know. Yes, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to engage and, you know, have a dialogue with you guys on your thoughts on Dana being suspended. What are your experiences with Dana before? What are your thoughts on the NCAA's actions, right? And also with regard to this interaction that the CEO of wakanow has had with Dana Airlines in the past few weeks, right? Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate your love and support as always. A lot of videos coming through. If you made it here today, I want to leave a comment and say, Sassy, you're the best. Sassy, you're the best. Yeah, Sassy, you are the best. Leave it in the comment section, you know, because we're all the best, you know. Thank you once again. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.